What is up, gents? DirtBag Gaming here, the channel for casual raiders. We are going to talk about 3v3 today. So it's been on my to-do list for a while now. A lot of clanmates have been asking about it. It's not the most fun part of the game, but it is still a part of the game, and it does play a huge benefactor in clan vs clan, which right now our clan vs clan team is looking for 4 members. We have 26 out of 30 right now. We have 150k minimum, but we do have a lot of whales. So these guys are awesome. The DirtBag Nation is amazing. So if you guys are interested, join the Discord below, hit us up, and we can add you to the clan DBN5, DirtBag Nation 5. But today's video is going to be about 3v3. We're going to kind of make it simplified, and then I'm going to do a lot more videos breaking it down, going over defense, battle log, attacking, when to attack, when to set your defense really low, stuff like that. So first off, you can see we are in gold 1. I've got to gold 2 once, and I didn't really need to be in gold 2, so I just went right back to gold 1. I've been in silver 4 for a while because I just haven't been playing 3v3. And during clan vs clan, you almost always want to be in gold 1, kind of just to be there. So how you stay here is once you get to gold 1, you just keep your defense up as best you can. So if you look at our battle log, I was hit once in the past, I don't know, week, and we have a win out of it. So it's pretty cool. This is my defense right now. So we have a really tanky Rotos team, and then we have a really tanky Mortar Macabre team, and then we have our Go First team. So let's break down kind of the battles first. So as you're working your way up through bronze, silver, all that stuff, you really want to have 4 teams essentially, to really go after these people. So let's click on just one of these teams. I try and not look for Torments. Torments, you could go, Torment versus Torment. Hegemons are kind of annoying as well. But we do have people to face these types of teams now compared to when I was, going up. So let's take a look at this team. There's 3 speed leads. So we'll just fight this one. Now, what you want to do is you want to have 3 teams. First team, you want to have a speed team. So we have our speed team. Now, my speed team is not going to go good into that Torment team because I'm just going to get frozen. Unless you have a speed team that is made specifically for Torment, you could do it that way. Now, these other teams, I think I would be faster than either this team right here or this team right here. Now, if you're not sure, you can just this is a bad example, you skip this team and you go for one that doesn't have a speed lead, like this right here. So I think I'm faster than this team. So I'm going to match my speed team up, my fastest lead, which is Arbiter, going into their essentially slowest team that I know I could probably kill. That's almost a guaranteed win right there. All right, so in my mind, I think, all right, I can beat that team. Then you have 2 more teams that you have to face off. This team right here is kind of similar to my team, the double Reser tanky Rotos team. And then this one is their speed team. Now, if I can survive their nuke right here, I'll be able to win. So I need a super defensive team or a Cardinal team. When I was going up through the ranks of 3v3, we had a Cardinal team in there ready to go. So essentially it was, let me see if I could find it. So it would look something like this. You want kind of slow, Seeker would be up front, right? So this would be your team. Seeker, Madame, or Debuffer, like decrease defense and weaken, and your nuker. And then Cardinal is in a resistance set, so that way she doesn't get stunned, she doesn't get frozen, any of that stuff. So Madame is probably the only weakness to Cardinal because she strips the immunity. But this would be kind of like the team where you want your guys to die, especially Madame and your nuker, so that way when they get res back up, they strip off the enemy team and then you nuker nukes them down. That's kind of like the goal. So that would be like your maybe win against their fastest speed lead. And then finally your 3rd team could be another defensive team that we have set up here against like essentially their defensive team. So they have 2 Resers. That's why Mortar Macabre is just so good for block revive. If you have a Foley, if you have anybody that has a block revive thing, 2 Resers, try and bring in the block revive champion. So let's just try this out and I'll kind of show you what I was talking about. That team was fucking brutal. I just said fuck it, delete that, let's go back into it. Here's another team. All right, so let's get a team like right here. So they have 1 speed, 2 Rezzers, Rotos, and this is kind of like a tanky but speed team. You have probably a really defensive high HP team, and then this is their like nuking team. So we're gonna go fastest team, probably against here. We're gonna go our Ghost second team into their nuker team right here. And then, oh no, so you can't put Cardinal into Lydia, I forgot about that. So we'll switch this up. We'll go like that. And then this team will try and face off against this team. Which, no, they have a single target. So we're gonna take these guys out and we're gonna put our defensive team in here with our Rotos and Vergoth. Where's our Vergoth? Vergoth. All right, so that's kind of like our defensive team. Yeah, whatever. I'm really just trying to see how Cardinal does, because I haven't used it in fucking forever. But the whole goal of these 3v3 battles is try and win 2 out of 3 of them. That's really how you're gonna, you know, gain up. And once you get enough champions, and I think that's the biggest part of the 3v3 is you need champions. You can't progress in 3v3 until you have the champions to have a full 3v3 team. The easiest way I did it was, and he's just gonna take that off anyway, that was dumb. The easiest way I did it was make a fast team, a defensive team, and a Cardinal team. And that's probably the best way I can suggest growing in 3v3. And this one's a win. So fast team with your Arbiters, a slow team, like you know you can take the hit, like take the nuke and survive, and then a Cardinal team, which it kind of is. As long as Cardinal survives, you should be able to win. So here we go. This isn't the team. Let's see if we can nuke. All right, so we won that one, and then let's go into Cardinal. So take this off manual. All right, so our Seeker's too fast for their fucking team. We're not gonna do this. This doesn't matter. Wow. That was all right. This team is just bad. My whole team was faster than their whole team. So now we can take that off, and then I guess we'll just nuke. All right, this one was dumb. All right, that one took way too long. Yeah, so we could have won this one. I just didn't feel like spending 20 minutes doing that. So that's the goal. So we want to win 2 out of 3 of them to kind of progress. Now let's go one more time. And I guess the teams that we're looking for. So I'm trying to look at. All right, so they have 1 speed here, a really tanky team here, and like a immunity team here. So I think we can get this one. They do have a block revive on this, so I can't really run Cardinal. So this would have to be a tanky team, which I don't think my tanky team can survive that. So we're gonna skip that one. If there's not 2 teams you know you can beat, skip it. One of them should be their fast teams. Like there's another block revive fast team. There's a block res fast team, and that. So let's hit refresh. We have Arbiter, block revive, Arbiter, block revive, Arbiter. All right, so maybe this one we might be able to do. So they got 2 speed leads here, 3 speed leads, and this dude. So I'm not too afraid of hegemons anymore. So if we go like this team against Hegemon and Rotos, might be able to survive. Our speed lead into one of these 2 is look at the lower power. So this power is only down by 1k. So we'll try this one, and then this one's going to be our if we can survive this. So let's try this. And Stone Skin set. I want to do a video on Stone Skin set because I don't know anything about it. I just know it's fucking powerful, and on Cardinal it's ridiculous. All right, so everything's blocked but he's going to get rid of all the buffs because of Siphi. So let's get in here. So we're going to try and kill her. No more resers. Let's kill the DPS. And now it's basically game. As long as we don't die to this this cancer font. Sleep. Alright, so we'll just put this on auto. Alright, so there you go. We won one. Now we have to see if our speed lead is faster than their speed lead. And we should be able to win that one. So let's see if this one's faster. Take this off auto. We are faster. Now all of you guys should be speed tuned, especially your speed teams. So I'm not too afraid because he resets everybody's cooldowns. So she's a little bit slower. But there you go, we won 2 out of 3. So now this one I really don't even care about. But we'll see if we can survive their nuke. Alright, so I got stripped somehow. I don't know if she strips. But somehow my Cardinal got stripped, so now I have all the fucking debuffs on me. So knowing your character is definitely good. I don't know what this chick does. I know she's good, I just don't know what she does. I'm provoked. I'm going to die. And she's dead. Alright, but we won 2 out of 3. So that's at least progressing. And dead. Cool. So there you go. That's kind of what you're looking for. We won 2 out of 3. Let's see if we can find one more. So this team, we have a Torment. We have a Hegemon speed team, but no res. So I could probably have my defensive team go against this one. My speed lead go against this one. And then my Cardinal team go against this one. I don't know if they have enough nuking. So if they don't have enough nukers for the Cardinal to res everybody up, it's not really good. So let's go like this. Shit. And Seeker. Yeah, so I don't know if they have enough damage to do that. And I can't do that team, so we'll just try this. Yeah, so like that combo with Hegemon and Siphi, like he just gets rid of all of his buffs. This Rotos hits so freaking hard. Alright, so let's kill the Reser. And then we'll do A2 on their DPS. He's frozen, so we'll go after this DPS. And then auto. Alright, so there's one win. Vergoth and Rotos. Such a good combo. I think this Vergoth has 90,000 HP. He doesn't even have the most HP gear I have. The one dude, the one chick, the big barbarian chick with the shield, Void. She has the most HP gear I have. The Guardian set, so every time one of the characters take damage, he takes damage, but then heals your characters. All right, so let's see if they have enough DPS. I don't think they do. Yeah, because the whole point of this team is to die, and if they don't die, it's kind of pointless. Because basically, her set's going to run out before she gets to go. So then she's going to get frozen. Yeah, so this isn't a good example because they don't have enough. They don't have any DPSers. So don't run Cardinal without a nuker on the enemy team. All right, so we are faster. Let's see if we can kill that Rotos somehow. And again, Warlord doing his A3 first. You don't care about Trunda being slow because they only do their A1s. So that's good. There you go. We won that. Cool. So that is kind of like the teams that you're looking to kind of fight. You want to win 2 out of 3. Let's go into defense. So defense, you don't want to do Cardinal. Cardinal is so easy to counter in the defensive team that you just don't want to run it. Even if you can set her up perfectly, there's just so many ways. You could throw a Lydia in there, then boom, Cardinal's kind of pointless. So you don't want to run Cardinal. Cardinal's mainly for your attacking battles, not your defensive battles. So in our defensive teams, basically you want to break it down tank, speed, or speed, tank, whatever order you want to put it in, but you want to have 2 tanks and the fastest speed team you possibly have. And basically you're just playing the speed game. Like, can they beat your speed team or not? So defensive teams, now again, sorry about the champions. This has just been playing for 2 years, so I have a lot of good champions, but very good defensive teams or people will be, let me go over all my champions and then I'll tell you what are going to be good combos. So defensive champions, Ursaga, that's what I was talking about. She's a very good defensive champion. You can make Rio a very good defensive champion. Obviously Sify. Warlord could be defensive. I tried him defensively. It just wasn't. He's way better being a speed champion with a lot of accuracy. He's not the best at defensive. Torment obviously is a very good defensive champion. Fucking Skull-Lord of Argyle has one of the best HP stats in the game, so putting a shield set on him or super high resistance set, he's a very good defensive champion. I have a video on that as well. She's not a good defensive champion. She's more better in PvE. Then we have Narag has his passive that takes away 25% of the damage if you have no buffs on you, and 15% of damage if you do have buffs on you. So he actually negates some of the damage. Obviously, Duchesses, Martyrs. I haven't used PvP, but this guy pairs so well with your defensive champions just because of the block revive, the peril. So he just destroys like their DPS. He just automatically goes against like the lowest HP champion and just block revives them, and then it's basically game over. Godseeker is very good in PvP. She has her passive where if somebody dies, it just instantly revives on death them. She heals everybody. She increases their defense or their buffs and debuffs. This chick is actually surprisingly very good in PvP. If you make her super fast, she can put a 2-turn provoke on people, which then it's basically game over at that point. As long as she's faster than the enemy team, you can actually run Umbral Enchantress and just provoke the crap out of everybody. Obviously, Madame, she's not going to be the best for defensive, but she is very good for the offensive teams. I haven't tried Tarag in defensive teams, but Seeker is definitely one of the best defensive champs you can get. He's got one of the best passes in the game. Heals the champion by 20% HP and places a 60% increased defense on all enemies or all allies for 2 turns when hit with critical hits. Most of the time, you're always going to be hit critical in PvP. So everybody gets an increased defense. He's got an aura for defense in arena battles by 30, and he heals himself. So he increases turn meter by 30%, increases attack, and he can provoke. So this guy is definitely one of the best defensive champions in the entire game. For Goth, also another very, very good defensive champion. His passive, every time he's attacked, heals all allies by 50% of the damage dealt. Like, what? Him and Rotos are just insane. All these really don't matter. I don't know why I don't have them booked up. I guess I don't really need them booked up. Where else do I use them beside PvP? Maybe I should book them up. I'll book them up next Clan vs Clan, because I've had him forever. But his gear is 99,000 HP. You don't need defense. So just level it up to 12. Don't get any defensive stuff. You want him to get hit. So you want him as much HP as possible and as least defensive as possible that you can get. Slow, all this other stuff is okay, but really just as much HP as you possibly can get on him. And with this set, the Guardian set, it where it absorbs 10% of all damage dealt, so everybody takes 10% less damage, and heals by 10% every turn. So he's healing himself again, stopping a lot of damage. His masteries, you got Bulwark. So basically, he's taking 5% more damage from every. Like, this guy's just such a good defensive champion. Third best defensive champion you can get, Sandlash Survivor. Sandlash Survivor is freaking amazing. One of the best passives. Ally Protect, 50% on all allies for 2 turns when any ally HP drops below 50%. So 2-hitter, boom, instantly procs it, then all the damage goes to her, and she has a block damage on herself, so nobody takes damage. She can strip buffs of the ally team, and she has a provoke. Defense in all battles by 25. I just put her as much resistance as I possibly can. She's got 4,000 defense, 60k HP, 450 resistance. So she is definitely one of the best defensive champs that you can do. So far, those are all the ones I usually do PvP with. A lot of the ones in our vault. Brogni. God, I wish I had 2 Brognis, because Brogni is amazing in PvE and godly in PvP. So good. I wish I had 2 of them so I could build them in PvP. She is not the best. I'd rather build her for PvE than PvP. But if you need like a Reser and super high resistance champion, she could be used in PvP. Rotos, obviously very good. This guy is good for Torment teams. Hakim Smash Lord. He can strip all of the frosts and put up immunity on everybody. Iron Brago, another very good fusion champion, I believe, but he gives an extra 10% defense. He can stun. He can increase defense on your whole team, and put up decrease, I think, attack or defense on the enemy team. This guy, I have a couple of videos on Gem Curse, but Gem Curse is freaking hilarious in PvP. You can actually build him super high damage output, and he doesn't take a lot of damage back. I have 2 of them. This guy's pretty funny, but not the best defensive team. Valkyrie, oh my god. Our Valkyrie is 530 resistance with almost 6,000 defense. So Valkyrie in PvP is just super annoying. And that's kind of the whole goal, is like, if you're making a team that doesn't die and just survives forever, the enemy team eventually is going to quit because you're playing other players. Who else? Godseeker already went over. Basher's good for if you don't have a Warlord. Basher could be your reset skills. Cardinal, we already talked about her. Defensive teams. This chick, Granny, very, very good defensively. Like, very, very good. If you build her with very strong gear and a lot of resistance and HP, she could be very, very good and very annoying on the enemy team. I'm just going through all my epics. This guy's a good nuker for HP. And then any rares that you can use. I mean, rares are mainly, you could use them as nukers and stuff. She could be a block revive champion if you don't have them. And I guess this guy's pretty cool. Oh, where is she? Sepulture Sentinel. Sepulture Sentinel can be used in PvP, by the way, right here. She has a skill that passive that has, I think, a 50% chance just to block one of the damage from one of your allies. She puts up a block buffs on everybody, and I think she has a decreased attack on her A1. So she could be used very fast and very tanky in a defensive team, like a lot of resistance, speed, and HP, and she could be used pretty well. So I think that's a good start for the champions that you. Skull Crusher. If you're not using them for PvP, you can use them for PvE. I'm sorry, not for PvE, but PvP. And I haven't really looked into any of the other champions that I have down here that aren't really leveled up yet. But those would be my highest suggested defensive PvP champions that you could use. And how you're combining it is you want to do damage as well. So if you're setting up your defensive teams, let's look at my defensive team. So this defensive team is 2 Resers, which if you have 2 Resers, you can do 2 Resers, and then it's just super annoying. Vergoth and Rotos. So this works so well because Rotos and Siphi, that combo is just amazing. He gets rid of all the debuffs. So if you have a cleanser instead of Siphi, try that out. And then Vergoth with Rotos, that combo. So we have a DPSer with our 3 support champions. Here, same exact thing. We have a DPSer that blocks revive with 3 support champions. So if they could survive the nuke, he basically comes in and just perils somebody and then they win. And then obviously you have your fastest team. So if you don't have this loadout, again, this is for defense. Offensive, it's basically the opposite of this. So it's you want to have your super fast team. You want to have your really defensive team, like let's say you're facing the hegemon teams or the other super fast teams, if you have a Torment or another defensive team that could take the nuke and then dish, you know, other out, you could do that. And then finally you want your Cardinal team. So any Cardinal team, you're going to want Cardinal, you're going to want Seeker, and then you're going to want either a Madame or a debuffer. Anybody that could debuff the enemy team. You can literally have somebody like this. Let's just go into a regular team. So if you have, like, let's say this, so Madame you don't really want to face, but let's say this team. So let's get rid of all these dudes. Let's go in here. Let's say this is our Cardinal team, all right? So we're going to put Seeker up front because he's going to make us survive. So Seeker's going to go up front, and then we can even bring in, crap, I don't have her at level 60, but if you have, shit, did I get rid of her? The rare champion that does decreased defense on everybody. I honestly think I got rid of her. Damn it. War Maiden. I think that's her name. So let's pretend that's War Maiden, right? And then you have, that's decreased defense. And now you need a nuker and Cardinal. So literally anybody could be your nuker. If you have your Kale, you know, leveled up and has the best gear that you have, Kale could be your nuker. And then Cardinal. So then you throw Cardinal in there. Where's our Cardinal? Cardinal. And this basically would be your team. So you have your survive with a thing. These two people at level 60, you can literally build them out as tanky, as high DPS or highest resistance possible. And what I mean by that, let me show you. So how I was running this was I had a Madame at level 50, I think, for a long time until I leveled her up to 60 recently. But here you go. Let's take her out, and then let's take out my other Seeker that I was using. I think he was level 50. Where's my other Seeker? Right here? Yeah. So this literally was the team. You only need Seekers passive. You don't need them to be super buffed up. But it was basically right here. So this is the Seeker that I was using. No books, like no masteries, but he has a frost set. So he has 2 frost pieces, whereas a 15% chance to block freeze, but 10% chance to place a freeze on the enemy attacker. So when the enemy team attacks your team, there's a chance that they get placed with frost. So you want him to die. That's the whole goal, is you want him to die. So that's why he has literally nothing. He's level 1. So if he dies, then you have your Madame, who also basically has nothing. I wanted her to die, so she has like no stats. But look at that accuracy, 642 accuracy with 212 speed, because you just want her to be the fastest. And then you have your nuker. So let's just give you an example of what this team does. So I'm going to put a real team in. So we have, where are they? All right, here's just an example. So whatever your nuker is, like whoever nuker you have like attack boots, attack chest piece, crit damage gloves, like attack banner, crit damage neck piece, and attack ring. Like as much attack as you humanly can possibly build. That's going to be your nuker, because you don't care if you want him to die. These other two, let's just do this. So again, I don't know if the array is going to strip my buff or not, but if it does, we'll do this again. Yeah, so Ray, bad example. Well, let's see if we survive. But Ray can strip buffs. So anytime somebody can strip buffs, just don't put your Cardinal team into them. Like a Madame or Ray or any of those people. So come on, we need these guys to die. Just die already. And dead. Okay, cool. So now we're gonna res them up. And then she's gonna go first. She's gonna strip all. Why? Did somebody reset my cooldown? Alright, I don't know what happened. Somebody must have reset my cooldown, increased attack with Seeker. So now this dude hits harder. And then you literally just throw your nuker at the enemy team, and then everybody just dies. But Madame should have stripped everybody's buffs. And that's kind of the whole goal of this team. Strip buffs. You know who's a very good nuker that I was using for a very long time? Because I don't really use them anywhere else in the game. Fucking this guy. Shit, so where is he? Oh my god, where the hell? I already had him out. This dude, Astroline. I was using him for so long as my nuker. A lot better gear than this, but he hits super freaking hard, and if he does hit somebody, he removes all buffs from target with veil or perfect veils, but he has a 100% chance to stun. So even if he doesn't kill him, he still puts a stun out on everybody and put him in Helm Smasher. So I don't have any gear on him now, but let's gear him up real quick and then let's throw him into some Cardinal team. All right, so we just quickly re-geared this guy. He has now 5,828 attack, 100% crit rate, 241 crit damage, and let's go. So Astralon is coming back. PvP. Let's do the same team. Was it no not that team? Let's go. Shit, give me a nuker. All right, so no block revives on Cardinal. Obviously, you don't want to do that. This guy, I think, ignores something. We'll try this team. This guy, oh, this guy can't be nuked because he is dumb. So we'll see if we can strip the buffs. He might just, I don't know what he ignores. Does he ignore something? I know when he gets hit, he can't be one-shotted. He can't die. He basically is like a, what's her name? The one chick, Skull Crown. She's like a Skull Crown. All right, we lost that last one because my game froze. All right, so are we gonna get nuked down? Boom. All right, so Cardinal is alive. Let's see what these dudes can do. Let's increase, or first, let's strip everybody's buffs. Good job. Let's increase everybody's speed and attack. Good job. Let's go after her. And let's see what we can nuke. Boom! God, I remember I made a video like this when I think we did Cardinal, and it was like one of the funniest videos I've ever made. Because it's literally just that. It's just us nuking the crap out of everybody. Like, all these amazing teams. And you bring in this shit. Like, what? If I really wanted to make a funny video, I'll do rares. So I'll do all rares with Cardinal. That'll be that. Put that in the pin. Put that on the radar. Any other nukers? Trunda's a nuker. Let's try this. Can we survive? So Trunda does hit really fucking hard. So you might not be able to survive just innately against Trunda, but we'll see. Yeah, see, Trunda hits so fucking hard. All right, but we should win this one. So res back up, strip buffs. Look at that. She's a level 47 with like nothing, and she's amazing. All right, so we're gonna go here. And then we're gonna nuke. Boom. 115,000 on everybody. All right, so that's your, sorry guys, we're getting off topic. So that's the third team. So that is your third team. The main team is your main go fast team. And then your defensive team is literally resistance, a lot of HP. I'll show you some of my champs. So we have this chick, lot of HP, pretty good speed, pretty good defense, but she's mainly to just take the damage. So this set is what you're going to be wanting to farm, is the Guardian set, which I believe is in Doom Tower. The Griffin, I think, farms this set. Then you're going to want Tormund, so he has a stun set. He's just like a lot of accuracy, defense, speed, and you want him to just put out his frosts. Let's go over some epics. So we have Seeker. So I put him in a shield set. He's got 75k HP because of the shield set, 2500 defense, 219 speed, 258 accuracy. You do want him to land his provokes. And then we have Sandlash Survivor. So she is in 60, like you want her HP. You don't want like 45k HP in PvP. You want high HP, high resistance and defense. You don't want speed on her because you want her to keep the block damage up as much as possible. So a lot of defense, HP, and resistance. Then I think we talked about. I don't have my other chick out, the Valkyrie. I don't have her out, but she has a shit ton of resistance. And then Vergoth, a lot of HP, no, as little defense as possible. I think those are my main defensive champions. Oh, and Duchesses, I just want to show off Duchess. So this is the one that doesn't die. 84k HP, 243 speed, 539 resistance. But this one has 697 resistance with still 70k HP. So these like the Duchesses you're facing is they just never get like imagine your fuck, what's her name? Madame. Imagine your Madame who has over 700 accuracy, but then you have a resistance lead, like 697 plus 80. You're at 787 resistance, and your 700 Madame isn't getting through her. Like it's ridiculous. So that's where we're gonna wrap it up, guys. So let me know if this helped you out at all. I'm gonna do a lot more videos on breaking down the teams and specifically how to kind of really progress. This is kind of like just an intro to the 3v3 meta. So let me know what you guys thought. Put it in the comments below. Join the Discord. Again, we're looking for 4 players for DirtBag Nation 5. This video is going up today, so that way over the weekend, hopefully we can recruit some and get the DirtBag Nation growing. So we have 3 clans: DirtBag Nation 5, DirtBag Nation 7, and DirtBag Nation 3. DirtBag Nation 3 is our secondary clan. It's our sister clan. They're maxed out, but they're progressing. I think they just beat the max clan boss. And then our DBN 7 is our brand new clan for people that are newer or just want to be a part of the DirtBag Nation. So appreciate it, guys. Good luck, and we'll see you in another video soon.